Welcome everybody to another special episode of Chibi Podcast.
Whoa.
This is a special episode, correct? Correct.
Just roll with it.
It's a review.
Oh, review. That's why it's a special episode. It's a review episode,
And it's because it's on the YouTubes.
and it's on the YouTube's capital Y, capital T.
Idea, what are we reviewing?
We are reviewing a Dragon Ball Super episode 80.
He doesn't know. 82.
Just so everybody knows, it's the wrong host hosting right now, but that's okay.
I just wanted to go into it because I was excited.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name? They know your name, but what's your name?
MW, Mr. Worldwide, MWW.
Modern Warfare is what I thought.
Modern Warfare. What?
Yay!
Now I'm David the Smash Fan.
Percocets. Okay. And in front of me is my brother,
I did say I'm David the Smash Fan, and then we have...
It's Miles, your tech guy.
Molly.
No tech news is going into this.
So, let's dive right into this. We're talking about, again, episode
Special
82 of Dragon Ball Super called Never Forgive Son Goku. Topo, the warrior...
It's justice.
Justice Intrudes. That's what it is. So, this episode obviously takes place after Goku is being Bergamo, and Topo comes in and he's like, I want to test your power, basically. And he's like, you're evil. Like, and I'm justice. And I'm going to destroy
Zeno's
you.
like, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Goku's like, huh? ¿Qué pasó?
Like, right off the bat, like, when you see Topo start doing his moves, we're already getting to the episode. He reminds you a lot of Ginyu Force.
Let's just dive into it.
They
and
totally
go to the big
classic
things.
Akira Toriyama. You know what was also funny on the moves, just so I can join in on this,
Topo!
was when he's doing those moves and that he's talking about being a hero or whatever, and Beerus is just like, being a hero, bro, that's kind of lame, and Gohan's like, I think it's kind of cool, and Beerus is like, right. Of course.
See, Gohan would think it's cool.
I
Gohan
know.
does that stupid crap with Saiyaman.
He doesn't get you for stuff too. So.
I don't know what Kirito
Hero
is.
of justice.
Yeah, justice tornado.
Justice a kicker.
But yeah, so I mean, there wasn't much not much heavy dialogue or anything new in the first like 15, 16 minutes.
Mostly a fighting
It's just
episode,
mostly
right?
fighting, and I loved it. Like, I loved the fighting in there. It was very, like I said, you get more, have the Dragon Ball Z feel of them fighting.
I like this new arc's fighting that they've been doing a lot better. It reminds
The
me of
animation
Dragon
is
Ball.
beautiful.
Yes, it's stepped up.
It's very comical,
It's
I
been a
think,
lot
too.
more consistently good.
How are you guys feeling about every single match in Dragon Ball nowadays? It's like one episode.
I love it, because then you get straight to the point. And on top of that, like, I mean, there is a manga, but it's different. It's its own thing. Let's just go there. So you're not, like, waiting to see, oh, I want to see this finally animated. It's like, what are they going to animate next? I want to see this. This is so cool. And you know what's going to happen, like, because you know it's a tournament of power. So you're excited to see all these new warriors, and you're excited to see some warriors coming up, because you're like, oh, this guy's...
It's more modernized where they kind of get to the point nowadays. Like, people don't like to wait, and I'm not going to lie, I'm impatient as hell.
Yeah, which is fine.
I'm just impatient because of the week, and then we have
The
another
weekly
break,
kills
don't we?
me.
Do we have another break soon?
I don't know.
No,
Don't
not
say
I
that.
know of.
Okay, anyways.
How did we do this as a kid?
We had short
Remember on
attention.
Tsunami, when they showed new episodes, it was
We already
new
seen
episode
them.
but there'd be also new episodes every day, every single day in the weekday.
And then there'd be an episode every day, though, because then it's like, oh, well, we already caught up, so let's restart it again for this month. And then when the
That's
next
why they did
episode
the
comes,
seasons back then.
Yeah,
and I
so
hope they
that's
don't do it
why,
again, I'll
like,
kill myself.
yeah,
That was every day. Holy
it was
crap.
every day. And there was also on the Rising Sun where they showed the Garlic Jr. saga.
Yep.
They would do movies.
That was like, this is a special Dragon Ball. I was like, oh, they did something new. Oh,
1.5
no.
weeks for a spirit bomb. Thank you, Frieza.
Anyway,
Anyways, back to the episode.
back to the episode. So one of the things that
Banter.
you saw was Goku started fighting Topo as a Super Saiyan, and
He went to Super Saiyan right off the bat, I believe.
yeah, he went Super Saiyan right off
Yes.
the bat. Which,
Which I thought was cool. He gave respect to the guy. Like,
Right,
I know
and
you're strong.
but like Goku was like, I think and this is told later on in the episode where I think from the Kaioken, and we'll talk about the Kaioken later. But just from fighting Bergamo, he said he gave everything that he had to make sure that Zeno-sama knew that Goku wasn't holding back. And so
He said not to hold back.
yeah, he said not to hold back, so that's why he did, his Kamehameha with all the power that he has. But see, you gotta know that he's also probably lost a lot of energy.
Yeah, going blue really hurts the energy.
Right, so going Super Saiyan doesn't take as much energy.
Nah, not at all.
And so that's why he's fighting
Goku can
Topo.
live in that
Right.
state.
And he wasn't doing actually too bad against Topo. The only part that I thought was kind of cool is when Topo dislocates Goku's shoulder.
Yeah, he seemed to be a fighter that likes to like break bones or like snap. Like He's like a grappler, like a wrestler.
He's a grappler, yeah, that's what he
it was
is.
cool.
So like you saw him do all these moves on Goku, dislocate Goku's shoulder,
And he
Goku
just snaps
pops
it back
in the
in.
brain.
That's how much of a badass Goku is.
He's like, all right, let's keep going.
and then you get to see like little parts that were kind of cool in the first half where
you get to
know,
see like Goku enjoying it, and then you get to see Gohan tapping into his Saiyan side.
That was cool what he said.
He
The
was
dialogue,
enjoying
right?
it.
He's like, man, I really am more Saiyan than I knew, or however he said it. He's like, I'm enjoying this. This is getting me excited.
Well,
and then like Beerus is like, what a despicable race, you Saiyans! Like, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
It's like these Saiyans are ridiculous, man.
and then like
It's good. I liked it.
and then Topo finally gets a hold of Goku and just starts like holding
Crushing
like,
him.
crushing
He's doing
him.
his
That was hard to
selfie.
watch, right?
And so you started hearing the bone like I don't know if they were breaking, but you started hearing the sound of
The dramatic
bone.
anime effect.
And then you see Universe 11's Angel, talking to Whis. They're like, he's not gonna stop until all the bones break, right? And then Whis is like, stop with those like obvious like questions. And I think it's Margarita, something like that. It's some weird name.
Margarita.
Margarita.
Okay. Anyway, Margarita.
anyway.
Marge.
Well, they're all the alcohol names, right? With the gods
Yeah.
or Champa and them. And
Bottles.
anyway, you get it. Anyway.
But then you get Goku. He gets crushed so much that he gets basically taken out of his Super Saiyan form.
Yeah.
And then Goku finally goes Super Saiyan Blue. And what's funny though, like I know Topo's seen it, but like when he sees it like in person, he's still like amazed that happened.
Yeah.
Because
like,
he's able to reach a god form. That's
A
what's
deity,
weird.
yeah.
Like he has a god power.
Isn't
in
that
him
when
somehow.
Zen Chama was like, he's like, wow, Goku's amazing.
Yeah, and then Goku just starts fighting Topo, and he's basically overpowering Topo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's left and right just hitting him here and there, and Topo's not able to land a blow.
Like it almost seemed like they're on par as the fight kept on going, but you could still tell Goku's a little stronger,
Yeah, and then you saw this little. To me, it was a little nod to Cell, where Goku's about to shoot a Kamehameha
Yes.
wave, and Topo does his little finger shooting thing and shoots it, and Goku does the engine transmission down.
Yes.
And then he walks or jumps forward and then shoots his Kamehameha wave at Topo, which is awesome. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
That was cool. That was
I
cool.
liked it a lot. That was tight.
And
And he did his instant transmission without doing his two finger movement too, which
Yeah.
he's like getting better and better at it.
Well, he did it. We know he did it once against Cell.
Yeah.
Obviously once.
I think when he does the 2-finger thing, it's more like he has
Really
to concentrate
focusing.
hard on where he needs to go.
Or instead they're
when
like
it's
right
like
there in
something
front of him.
small, he could probably from here to like 10
That's
feet
true.
in front of you.
Well, the first time he did instant transmission, he didn't do that. Remember when he showed it off to everyone when he learned that Yardrat? He didn't do the two things. He just focused on a point.
Oh.
He started waving, and then he disappeared, and came back.
Oh, okay.
So like we know he doesn't have to. I think he just does it for.
When he has to find planets really far
Yeah.
away,
So that's what.
or if he really concentrates.
Right, and so we've seen times where he doesn't have to do that. Just, I think it helps him focus on a singular point if it's something far away or hard to reach.
It was cool. It was like Cell though. The
Right.
reminiscence of
And,
it.
and all throughout the fight, like he keeps, Topo keeps saying like you're this evildoer, like
Yes.
I'm justice, and justice is supposed to win. Don't talk to me. Evil can't talk to me this way. Justice will prevail. And Goku's like, so you think I'm evil then, huh? Like he kind of smirked about it.
Goku has an attitude when he fights.
Yeah, but I think he had a bigger problem with Topo calling him evil. Because Goku is not evil.
No.
By any means.
He's an idiot.
Yeah,
by
he's
all
an
means.
idiot, but he's not evil in any way. But so the Kamehameha wave happens, and Goku blows off the left shoulder of the costume that Topo's wearing, and Topo's like, "You destroyed my costume. This is the only costume that's custom made that the Justice Troopers can wear."
He's like, didn't he say like it's against the law or unforgivable or
He's like,
something like
"Unforgivable."
that?
And he starts powering up, and
Like,
Goku's
it's
like,
against their beliefs to do that or
and
something.
Goku's like excited he's doing that, and he's like, you want to see how strong I am when I pass my limits? And that's what Zenji's like, oh, he's gonna pass his limits! Oh my gosh! And they're getting so excited, and freaking the Daishinkan's like, alright, that's enough. And it was just like, what?
I'm glad that he did that. When he did that, I was like, thank goodness, because I felt, because after that, they say too, where they're just, was it Beerus or Whis, where they're like, we don't want them to see all of what Goku has to offer, because that's the best they got in their universe.
Right. It was during the fight.
Oh.
He's like, the more that these people see, the more they're gonna know Goku's weakness or find a way
And
to
I
counter
was
him.
feeling that way when I was watching. I'm like, God, they're showing everything on an exhibition match, where I'm like, geez, this is kind of scary for when the tournament starts. Like, I was thinking of that. So when he finally cut it off, I was like, oh, thank you. Like, as much as I want to see a fight, but I was like, this is an exhibition fight. This isn't the fight. So, like, stop it. Please stop. We're not there yet.
And in this...
You know what, I think you... well, actually, we'll talk about it after.
Go ahead. Dude.
No, I was saying, like, you know, that blonde, that Super Saiyan chick, and how people are
Oh,
thinking...
the Broly one?
How people are thinking
chick?
she's part of the group.
I think she's part of Kaba's.
No, well, they think that she's part of the group of the Justice Warriors. I think since they see he's a Saiyan, like, let's recruit a Saiyan and train her to be one of these things. That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, we need a Saiyan to get this.
Well, they showed her outfit. It looked like just Kaba's type of outfit.
Well, she's the only girl in that group too.
Yeah,
that's just a thought.
No, you're fine.
One thing that I think's been pretty clear but not said is that obviously Goku has mastered at least the first Kaioken in his blue form, because he...
Well, I don't know if he's master, but he has better control.
He can't... Well, before...
It's not hurting his body.
It killed his body.
Yeah.
So he's at least gotten used to where he can use at least Kaioken just the
Times
first
two.
level.
Yeah.
No, just the first
That's
level.
times 2. Oh, never mind.
He
Yeah.
just said Kaioken. They can use it at the first level.
I thought he did Kaioken times 20 inside the video when he
And
fought
he
against
doesn't-
Hit.
As far as I
Hit.
understand it, he didn't
Hit
say
is
it.
20.
I thought he said 20.
He said 10.
Alright, well, anyway.
But anyway, as far as we know, he only went Kaioken just the first level against Bergamo and against Topo, or was going to.
Well, he didn't state either.
He didn't say it either, but I'm thinking that's what he did. I don't think he went to 10 yet. As far
See,
that's what I'm thinking.
I have a feeling, kind of like from our intro video that we got, that the Kaioken is... How do I say it? It's like when he fought Frieza, right? Like, he was using Kaioken the whole time against Frieza, right? The thing about Kaioken, as we all know, is that is a god technique.
Right.
That is a Kaio technique. It is a god. It's a technique for the gods. It's not something you just learn that easy, right? And I just feel that it somehow, if Goku can, this is just my thought, if Goku can master the Kaioken with the Super Saiyan Blue God form, I think it's a perfect fit.
Right. And so I
Maybe-
think that's what they're pushing for with the opening.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that opening might be a merger of him. How would I explain that? Like, the Kaioken becomes the god form. Do you know what I'm trying to explain?
Yes.
Right, so it doesn't
How do I explain
in
that?
Kaioken, okay, so when Goku uses it takes a huge toll on his body when he
Yes.
uses it against Vegeta. On Frieza, he, at least at that point, he had mastered to the point where it doesn't destroy his body.
Yes.
And he's able to use it at times 20 with all the training that he's done. Now with the blue form obviously takes
A lot of
amount of stamina. And on top of that, the damage that the Kaioken can do to the body while losing your stamina pretty fast is huge. Like, it's hard to master that. And I don't know what type of training Goku had to do that, or to start progressing in that. But like, if he's able to master these two god techniques, like I said, it'll be easy. Like, I think if he's able to tap into it and not have it affect his stamina at all, then he'll be unstoppable. Like, he'll be able to at least, I mean, I know
He's using
Toriyama,
deity ki
right.
and being able to combine a deity attack, right?
And I know Toriyama hasn't said this, but like, he could at least make Beerus go all out, have to go all out to fight Goku. If Goku's able to hold the Kaioken for a long time.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Yeah, so and Beerus would have to fight at 100%, which would fulfill his what's it called, prophecy of him having to fight.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't the
challenges.
beginning of the first
Maybe
fight.
that's why it was always red whenever he saw the Super Saiyan God. He always saw it red. Maybe it wasn't the red hair, but it was the Kaioken. I mean, I don't think it's that deep, but that would work nice if that's what it was.
Well, that's what I wonder with the intro too, because I'm excited. This fight gave us a peek into what Goku's been training for, right?
Yes.
And I feel that intro could be a peek that maybe he's not having to go God form, because kind of when he fought Beerus, remember when he's just Super Saiyan but he still had the power of the God? It's almost like his body's gotten used to it. Maybe he can just channel the Kaioken and still have the God power, to where, kind of like, for example, it's a new chapter with Vegeta, right? Going from red to blue, like, I don't know, maybe there's some way that Goku's just channeling his God Ki, and I'm excited because this episode showed where Goku hasn't even surpassed his limit, and I'm sure that whatever that limit is, it has to reflection to the intro.
right.
And so I like this
And the
episode
name
because
of
it
the
gave us a
song.
really good peek.
The song is called Limit Breaker Survivor.
Something like that,
Limit
yeah.
Break Survivor. So that
Gives us a peek into the future, right?
Yeah.
This episode was great.
So it was phenomenal. And then, after they get done, they showed this part, and I talked to Miles about this off air, but the problem that's happening with Super is they're making Goku seem more and more of an idiot.
Yes.
And the fact that they come back to Otherworld, to the Kai world.
Otherworld?
Sorry, Otherworld, Kai world. And, Goku's like, all like, don't worry about it. Like, we have Boo, we have, and Beerus is like, how can you be so calm about this? You can't even guarantee that you'll win. And you have to be more serious about this. And Goku's like, it's whatever. It's going to be a good fight. And, they're making Goku not understand the consequences of what will happen if they lose. And it's kind of sucky because they've done it all throughout Super. They've made him this dumb, hick guy, which, he already was, but he never showed it to this extent.
And they're making him more aggressive each time.
Yeah, and it's kind of bugging me. It's getting to the point where I'm like, come on. He can't be that oblivious to these things. He just can't be.
Agreed.
With all the fights that he's had with Boo, with Frieza, Frieza twice, the Saiyans, like, this is a threat to him. Maybe not, it's not a
This
person.
is the greatest threat he's ever had. This is
Yeah.
Because this is out of his control. His power's not going to save him against, like, Zeno-chan, right?
He can't fight Zeno-chan.
Yeah, this is literally do or die. You can't mess around this time. Like, you can't just whisk the Dragon Balls back this time. If you're gone, you're gone. Like, this is the biggest threat Goku's ever faced, and he needs to take it a little more seriously. And like you said off air, we were talking, is Goku's always had an upper hand. He's always thought one step, if I can't do this, then at least I have this to back me up. It's just... It even goes back to, like, I won't talk about the one we talked off air, but, like, the one was, like, here's a good example, is, like, Frieza, right? Like, when he's first fighting Frieza and they're messing around, when he goes to actually be serious against Frieza, he's using the Kaioken, which you don't see, but he really is. That was his trump card and didn't work. Like, he's always thinking ahead. He's always done that. And if that doesn't work, then he knows to do the Spirit Bomb. Like, Goku always has one thing, but how they're doing it in Super is like, oh, he doesn't have another plan, he just gets beaten, and that sucks. And it's just like, where is the Goku that we're used to?
Yeah.
Even
like
Vegeta laughed at him when he was fighting Super Saiyan 3 versus Boo, and then I know we can beat him with Spirit Bomb. Vegeta's like, a Spirit Bomb? Are you kidding me? But he had that in his mind if it didn't work out.
Right.
Fusion was an idea that if they couldn't beat him to beat Super Boo, then they'll fuse. Like, he's a fighting genius, and I'm getting sick and tired of Super not portraying this because he's been like that since Dragon Ball. Like I said, with Tien versus Goku, or when he fought Roshi, he's always had an upper hand. Like when he did the rock paper scissors technique, and that's just Goku. He's always been a genius. He's a social idiot, but he's a fighting genius. Where's the fighting genius that we've known for 30 years?
Yeah. And it's something that I hope they change quickly, and that Goku does get serious and like realize the stakes that are there. Let's talk about the preview really, really quickly. Preview was really straightforward. It just shows
Let's know they have 40 hours left of the till the tournament.
Oh yeah, 40 hours. Yep.
And they're looking to recruit their members. And then it shows Bulma and the Pilaf gang doing Kegel exercises.
That was funny.
And then
I love these slice of life episodes of Super.
And then you see
it
seems like you see Goku and the gang, everybody, go to Bulma's place, and
that's what they're gonna talk about it because
they have to talk to Vegeta and everything, and just kind of that's pretty much it. And then at the very last scene, you see Bra is born. She has
when I saw that, I literally had that like,
and she's in Vegeta's arms too.
Yeah.
She was in Vegeta's arms?
Yeah,
if you see it, you see his blue shirt he wears.
Oh, okay. No, but literally when I saw that, I had that, like, adult to baby moment where I saw Bra and I'm just like, oh! I saw, like, she looks so cute!
And now some people are thinking,
so adorable.
Some people are thinking if Whis has something to do with the birth. Because
agreed.
In the preview, he's like, Whis, is there something you can do?
Well, no, back up. Goku says, Vegeta, come on, we need to go. Yeah. And he's like, no, I told you I can't go. It's because of Bulma and the baby. And then
Whis,
do something.
Do something about it.
Because he can alter time. I wonder if he speeds up the time process.
I don't know if he can speed up time, but...
She can just go to the hyperbolic time chamber.
See, that's what I always thought. He can just get it done.
Just go... That's weird. I don't know. I'm just wondering if he can like do some kind of like time. Since if he can stop time, can he speed time? We don't know. I'm just theorizing. I don't know. But you got a point. I think he does affect it because you can't. I was kind of bothered by it. Like I understand Vegeta, you want to stay and have your pride be there for your daughter, and I respect that. But you ain't gonna have no damn daughter if you're not there fighting to save the universe.
Well,
so.
he doesn't know what's going on though, too.
Well,
He's still
sure, Goku let him know.
Yeah,
For
now,
48
but he still
hours.
doesn't-
Yeah, now he'll know.
Yeah.
And so I think Vegeta be like, Bulma's. I mean, he'll probably plead to Whis. Is there anything you can do to speed this up then? Because he's like, I won't. I think he's like, I won't leave her until she's born. And so Whis will probably be like, oh yeah, let me do this. And now she's born. Yay!
Do you think that they'll do a? Here's the thing: when they redid the Spirit of Tai after the room broke, is there a new rule about how many days they can go in?
I think it's unlimited. I'm pretty sure it's
Because it used to not be.
They were in the room for
Couldn't you only go in
days?
3 times before?
2 times.
Two times.
times.
And you can only
But
go
that's
for the
changed
maximum
now.
3 years or 3
Oh,
days. It used to be because Vegeta went in there.
he's gone in a lot.
Yeah, because they went in there.
But what I'm asking, David, is that 2 times still apply?
I don't think so because
When they rebuilt it, did they change something that we haven't known?
I'm
They
pretty
must
sure.
have.
Then they could have changed it, or
Because
Popo could've changed
Vegeta's overspent his time in that place. Let's be honest.
and they went in there. I think
it.
for
You're right.
4 days.
He's got like a decade in
Didn't
there.
they go in there for 4 days or something like that before the Champa arc? They're there for a long time.
I don't know. I'm just getting to the point that I feel like he's been there way too long. So I'm just wondering, for the preview, do you think maybe Bola will be born or Bra, whatever you want to call her, and that they might go in the spirit time for a sec?
See, this is what I'm thinking is that they'll have everyone go in there with them. They're gonna get their 10 and then
Or
Master
we
Roshi.
could put him in that orb that they did.
oh yeah, you can put them in the orb. I honestly think they should get
'Cause in-
Gohan,
yeah.
Gohan's God key, and then train with Whis in that little time space that he has. In his
I have a
little orb.
funner theory on top to add to that. It'd be really cool if they do that. He gets
Doo-doo.
God Key, and Vegeta talks about how he obtained it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Then you feel
Now,
like,
that's wishful thinking. It probably would happen, but I would love it.
See, I think that will help all of them. And again, I think they won't do that because they just want Goku and Vegeta to have it. But it would be
Agreed.
smart. I think Beerus and Whis would be like, hey, if they can obtain God Key and a resident level, let's do it.
Kid Goten and Kid Trunks both get God form and
That
Gohan
was,
doesn't.
I mean, that's too much. Just,
No, but anyway, I'd be curious because for 2 days they need to figure out something.
less than 2 days, yeah.
So
But anyway, so that's our review. Episode 83, obviously Bola Bra is going to be born. And then 84, Krillin and... Well, these are spoilers. Let's go with spoilers.
whoa! I don't even know these, you jerk.
Oh, you didn't read the spoilers?
No, I'm not a freak.
no, I didn't read
freak like
I didn't
you.
read the spoilers either.
Well,
so no.
there are spoilers for episode 84 and 85 if
Go
you want to know
Google
them.
them. Don't have David here ruin them for you.
They recruit Mr. Satan, episode 85.
Oh, shut up! No, they didn't.
Anyway, yeah, go look
He's
them up.
trolling people.
Go look them up. And Diego, where can they find us for all our other content?
They can find us on Facebook.com, Chibi No Podcast, on YouTube, because you're watching this, Chibi Podcast, on Instagram at Chibi Podcast, and on Twitter at Chibi No Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital
Yeah, boy. Alright, signing off. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mr. Worldwide.
And this is Chibi No Podcast.